Stop it.
Promises.
From a Cancer to another fellow Cancer. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of We Ain't Them. I am your host, the realest of the realest, Rasan, and alongside me, of course, is my co-host, the most eccentric of eccentrics, Ebbs.
Hey, everybody.
Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. While you're at it, if you're on the road, definitely check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So, I'm thinking of a million things to talk about right now, but I kind of want to get into Valentine's Day. So, how was Valentine's Day? Word. You just gonna be drinking your drink?
Shout out to Rise Radio for providing us with lovely drinks for tonight in Bushwick. Y'all should check them out.
Don't duck the question. Don't duck the
I wasn't
question.
ducking. I wasn't ducking.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you want to know how I truly feel about Valentine's Day?
Mm-hmm.
I think that the date was very creative. I had a very good time. We did miniature golf in the city.
Yes, I had Swingers. Shout out to Swingers.
Shout out to Swingers. It's an adult golf club, miniature golf club, and it's indoor. It's super cute. Plenty of places to take pictures. I mean, the golf courses are just so cute, and they get progressively harder each, like, what they call it?
Oh, each hole?
Each hole gets progressively harder, and it was very fun. Absolute date night vibes. We had, like, this heart-shaped pizza. It was really cute, really cute. Rasan did his thing.
So you liked all the holes? All the holes? All 9 holes?
Yeah, definitely. I loved all 9 holes.
Well, that's what she said.
Okay, Mike. Okay, Michael Scott. Thanks.
Okay. But no, overall, the place was a very, very, very dope place. I definitely want to go soon again because it was amazing. The ambiance was amazing. The pizza was great.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it was very thin, it was amazing. It was so filling.
It was gluten-free. It was healthy. It was what I needed.
It was delicious. And the drinks, well,
chef's kiss.
To be honest, I only had a ginger ale, but that ginger ale was not like regular ginger ale. That shit was crisp. It's like somebody like juiced in ginger in that ginger ale. It might
have been what they call that? There's like, if you get it at like any Trader Joe's.
I think I know which one you're talking about. But no, it wasn't that. It was something else. It was another brand. But it was great. All right, let's stop bullshitting. Let's get into what the fuck happened after the fact. So, for kids who are watching this, you shouldn't be watching this. Mind your goddamn business.
Put the kids to sleep.
Exactly, because it's about to get real grown right now.
How grown is it getting?
It's grown enough. Grown enough. Enough because we really don't want YouTube to
But there's nothing.
Anything.
Never mind.
I mean, it's
just tell the story.
All right. So, we get back to the crib. Everything's all nice and smooth. We about to start a little nightcap, and we actually do start. And everything is so great. And then I hear, Rasan. And I'm like, what is going on? Of course, that is my father. For those who don't know, my father lives with me. And let me clarify that again. My father lives with me. I do not live with him. He lives with me.
He moved in during the pandemic, you guys.
So y'all can understand this so that I don't want to get this mixed up. Cool. So, again, Rasan. I'm like, yes, I am busy right now. And then he's just like, oh, okay. And then walks away. So Eb is polite enough to say, go check in and see what he wants.
Yeah.
I go check in, see what he wants, and he has to make a joke. He's like, oh, do you know what time it is? It's 11 o'clock. I'm like, sir, I am 30 years old. He's like, yeah, I'm just joking. I was just checking in. I was like, bro, it's Valentine's Day. And I guess he felt away because I said, bro, it's Valentine's Day. Because then he's like, you don't have to rub it in. I'm going to find me a woman one day. Now, he's saying it in a jokingly way, but I don't know if
There's
he
some
was
truth
really...
behind it.
Okay, so go back. And at first, it was just like, I don't know how we're going to start again. But screw it. We get back to it. Second time. Works out, right? Everything's good, right? About 10 minutes in, Rasan. I hope y'all can hear that knocking. Rasan. Oh, I got my new watch. Like, Dad, I am busy right now. And all you hear in the background is Ebony laughing the whole like.
I was like, no, that's not how it happened. He said, did I show you my new watch? And Rasan, I did laugh. But I said to you, I was like, shh, maybe if we're quiet, maybe you'll think you're sleeping. Maybe you'll go away.
And he goes.
And then he flicks the lights on.
Oh, and then after that, right, I forgot that part. And then he flicks the lights on and off, and on and off, and on and off. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, my bad. And then leaves the light on. I was like, turn the light off. And he turns the light off and then walks away. All freaking giddy, like a little fucking child. So then at that point, Eb says, yo, let's go see him. And maybe this situation will make him uncomfortable. Nope, not at all. When we walk in, Eb says hi to him because I'm guessing he didn't realize before. But then he says, oh, I knew Ebony was here. I knew Ebony was the whole time. Now turn off my light and close my door. Yo, the fucking audacity of my dad. Yo, let me explain to you something. That is the ultimate cock block. Because when I tell you, there was no third time's a charm. Nope. Everything was just off.
We called it a night.
Yep. Yeah. I was at that third base. I was about to hit a home run, and then this nigga comes in and fucks everything up. That's some asshole shit to do. It's some asshole shit to do.
I thought he was just being a dad because, parents don't understand. What got me was when he said, I knew you was here this whole time.
The fuck?
Okay. All right, Pop.
Oh yeah. But you hear it here first. I will get you back, motherfucker. I want you to look at me in my eyes. Look at me. I'm gonna get you back. You ain't gonna know when. You ain't gonna know where.
I don't want to be there.
You ain't gonna know how.
I don't need to be there.
But it's about to be some real jackass shit going on. And I'm gonna record it.
Oh, Pop. Poor thing.
Oh, fuck that. Poor thing, my ass.
I'm not getting involved.
I ain't never. In 30 years of living, I ain't never had a cock block like that. My mother lived with me for 28 years of my life and ain't never, ever...
You lived with your mom, babe.
Huh?
You lived with your mom.
Yeah, right. At that time, I lived with my mom. But in 28 years, she definitely never cock blocked me. My father, out of all people in the world to cock block me, I ain't see that coming. I definitely didn't see that coming.
It was a surprise. It shocked me. It definitely did. But, I think that, he probably was internalizing some type of...
Jealousy? Hate?
I don't know, but I did not say either of those.
He was hating?
He was hating, perhaps, but I don't think he had hate.
Cause he would have won Hater of the Year.
But that was not cool at all, Pops. Pops, I thought we was here, man. I
Yo, he the king at the Player Haters Ball right now. Just
the
for
big
that.
pimp cup, the big diamond
Hate,
encrusted pimp cup.
hate.
Yeah, like that skit from
Chappelle Show.
the Chappelle Show, Player Haters Ball. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that shit. He had Magic Don Juan and that shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, man. It was some shit.
Classics.
Oh, God.
But we really
I don't know why he
hope-
wasn't in his room watching his fucking classics like he should be.
He was. He's watching The Bold and the Beautiful.
Just a fuck. He should have been watching that the whole time in my name's goddamn business.
Like, well, we hope all of you had a wonderful Valentine's Day
Yeah,
because
fuck
for
that
us,
Valentine's
it started with dinner. However, it did not end with desserts.
Man, fuck that.
So yeah.
Let's
So
just-
there's that.
Yeah. Well, besides that, let's talk about what else has been happening.
What else has been happening? Oh,
Oh,
man.
well,
Last
we could
2
talk.
weeks.
We could talk about Rihanna's concert. Yeah. Well, some people have some shit to say about that.
What do you have to say about Rihanna's concert?
I mean, at first, I think the whole thing about the whole concert in the back of your mind is like, is she pregnant?
yeah.
I'm not sure she's pregnant. She might be pregnant.
Yeah,
And then
people were
everybody,
confused.
yeah, everybody was like coming up with conspiracies. Oh, it's postpartum. I'm pretty sure I've seen Rihanna postpartum and her stomach was a little bit flatter.
Yeah, for real.
I'm definitely sure. And my friends was like, you got to understand that the process takes a couple of months. I'm like, I get that. But she had the kid in May.
It wasn't until you brought that to my attention, like Ebony, she gave birth in May of last year.
Kid, that don't make no sense. All right, listen. I now understand why they call him ASAP. Listen, he got himself another kid. Look at him. Look at him go.
Chasing the bag, nigga. You ain't slick.
Ebony, why do you feel like this man is chasing the bag?
Let me tell you something. ASAP Rocky is a millionaire. Rihanna's a billionaire. When you're a millionaire can change their own lifestyle. However, a billionaire can change the world. So you're going to sit here with a straight face and tell me he's not chasing the bag. A man who has went on interviews and has actively said multiple times he wants to be treated like a bad bitch. Don't get me wrong, ASAP fine. He fine as hell, but nigga, we see you. You on some city girl type shit. You are.
And then, to follow up, did you see that magazine cover with the lovely
Beautiful
family?
They look nice. And you know what? I will say Rihanna looks happy. But ASAP, I see you. But back to the performance, though.
So based on the circumstances of everything, I think she did a great job. I think it would have been weird if she wasn't pregnant and she wasn't really doing much moves. That's one thing that was confusing me. But I feel like, granted, she's pregnant and she's trying to do the best she can with the Super Bowl performance. Because I think it would have been a lot different if she wasn't pregnant.
Okay. I don't think so. I think what the issue is and why her performance is causing so much talk, and it may not be great talk, great dialogue, is because people held her to, like, people have Beyonce as the standard, right? When it comes to this performances, of course, her Super Bowl performance. So people, after not seeing Rihanna for so long, it has been 7 to 9 years since this woman has been able to perform, has decided, to perform, because she does not have to. Let's be real. And I think people were expecting a Beyonce-inspired or a Beyonce-level performance. And what people need to understand is that Rihanna has never, she's a performer. She's an entertainer. I love her music. I've enjoyed her performances. I think it's good for what she gives us. But, y'all need to stop comparing her to people She's not. She's not Beyonce. Stop comparing her to that. I did find it strange, however, that she did not have a costume change. That's the only thing that I was like, okay. But I don't know why people expected Rihanna to be doing backflips and doing all this extra
I mean, she
stuff.
could have
She's
done a lot
not.
more dancing than she did. I'm not gonna lie about that. But like I
She
said,
did play it safe.
yeah,
She played it
she
very
played it
safe.
very safe because she was pregnant.
I don't. You really think it's because she's
I
pregnant?
think I absolutely think it's because
I
she.
think it's because I feel like there was a lot going on in Rihanna. Other than the fact that she was pregnant, I feel like she was probably nervous. It was her first performance in so long. And for it to be, and I'm not justifying, you know, people saying, oh, it's lackluster, you're justifying. No, there's a lot of things to consider here. You know what I mean? The woman has not performed in over 9 years. You don't know. You
Yeah,
know?
but most people, especially after 9 years of not performing,
Uh,
they really,
want to
really,
come back
really
with a
want to come
punch.
back with a punch.
Yeah.
That makes you really want to
She
like
played
do
it
something.
so
She
safe.
played it safe.
I expected her to give a little, I was waiting. I was like, Ree, I was waiting for you to do a little whine or something. You
Yes.
know? I mean, even Cardi B performed pregnant, so I don't feel like, then again, you don't know. You don't know what her
Yeah, you don't know
doctor's
anybody's
telling her.
complications with pregnancy.
Yeah, there's a lot to
especially with
consider
that
there.
loud music with her baby. I was like, yeah, you.
And
you
then you're
very
on
brave.
top of a flicking.
Yeah, you floating in the air. I'm like, yo, I gotta respect. I gotta respect.
Yeah.
Everything you did.
Yeah. But if people are gonna come up to me and ask me like, what was the wow factor?
It was the pregnancy. I don't care.
Mm?
It was the pregnancy.
Only other than the pregnancy, there was not a wow factor.
Yeah.
I can admit to that as a Rihanna fan. But I was happy to see her perform nonetheless. And I think that the set of music was really good. There was some songs that I did not think she was going to perform that she did.
I would have done. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have switched it up. What I would have done is I would have thought about having some people there because
No.
and the only reason why is because of her pregnancy because it would have helped her a little bit more. I understand that she wants to do it by herself, but like people do have guests on their Super Bowl halftime show. Even Beyonce had Destiny's Child. Did she need Destiny's Child?
Nope.
But she did it anyway, and it worked out in her favor. I think that's what she needed. She needed some kind of, no offense, she needed a clutch to help her a little bit, especially that she wasn't able to perform to the quote unquote best of her abilities.
It was her time to shine. Period. It was her time to fucking shine.
Well, she ain't shine bright like a diamond.
Leave her alone. Y'all need to leave Rihanna alone. She didn't have to do this, She's a fucking billionaire. She's like, y'all lucky I came out here.
Yeah, but then
that would have been my attitude.
Okay, cool. Then we could have got somebody else.
No.
We could have replaced you with somebody else.
Why?
But
you wanted to see Rihanna.
I didn't want to see Rihanna. I was happy to see Rihanna. I wasn't excited to see. Listen, that wasn't my main day. I actually didn't even care for the Super Bowl at that point.
Yeah, because you're just mad that the 49ers lost.
You mean the 49ers were not a combined team because, our quarterback got injured and then our other quarterback got injured.
So that resulted in an L, correct?
You're getting real testy as of late. I don't understand what your problem is. You don't got to do that to people who's going through sorrow and pain. But you know what? It was redemption. You know why I'm wearing this red right now? This red We Ain't Them hoodie, which, we're going to be selling merch soon. You know why? Because, there was another thing that happened. And it was the Kansas City Chiefs beating the Philadelphia Eagles. Look at me, Eagles fans, burning it. You lost. You suck. I hate you. I hate you with a passion. Even Gilly the Kid. Yes, I kind of hate you. Look at you. Now you got to go with sorrow in Philly. Fuck your Philly fans. I don't care about y'all. Okay. I feel a little better now. It could go over your head. It's all right.
It always does.
I didn't want to say nothing, but I'm going to leave it alone.
Say something.
No,
Let me hear you.
Nope. You know what? I do want to say something.
Wow.
Let's talk about what happened before the Super Bowl, which was a week before, which was the Grammys.
Congratulations to Beyonce. Congratulations to Lizzo.
Oh my goodness. Before we even do that, can we just go with the award winners? Don't do that.
I was shouting out award winners.
All right. So I guess we can start from the top, because I know that, we want to get through this. So let's go to record of the year first.
Was it Harry?
No, this was About Damn Time by Lizzo. Now, I'm not going to be an asshole. Congratulations, Lizzo. Beyonce should have won record of the year. It just feels like they didn't want to give Beyonce something else.
I could agree with that. I mean, it's debatable.
It's really not. Break My Soul was the song, the record of the year. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts.
Break My Soul is not a record. I mean, is it?
Yes,
it's
a
song.
It's a
record.
It's
album.
under
Sorry.
the display of record of the year.
Oh my God. Forgive me, please.
Yes. You know the nominees. All right, so now let's talk about the bigger controversy. Harry's House by Harry Styles.
No. Fuck no. Absolute. Harry Styles is part of One Direction, correct?
Correct. We used to, once they broke up.
Yeah, Beyonce should have gotten that award. I know she's gotten plenty, but I don't think, and this is no disrespect to Harry Styles, because you know that train is never late. But I think for sure Beyonce should have definitely won that award. It was very deserving. Renaissance, I mean, come on.
As a black man, I'm going to go with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. But that's just me. That's a personal thing.
No. I won't even argue with you about that either.
But in reality, looking at it from a realistic standpoint, Renaissance was definitely the album of the year.
Yes,
I'm not going to be an asshole, and I'm not going to be just biased because it's Beyonce. No, I'm going to be honest. Renaissance definitely was the album of the year. Harry Styles definitely didn't deserve that album. No offense to him, but congratulations to you. You should be proud, Now let's look at the song of the year. Again, I don't understand why you have record of the year and song of the year. That shit doesn't. It feels like a consolation prize at that point. It does feel like a consolation prize. Why the hell do you need two?
That's why it's easy to confuse, like record, album, song. Okay.
And this one is Just Like That by Bonnie. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Bonnie who?
Bonnie Riot. I don't know. But then again, I feel like I was saying this before the app. I was telling her to no. I was telling her
it's gonna bother me. It's gonna fucking bother me. Let's see. Who won?
Look at the bar.
Bonnie Riot. Oh, I don't know who that is either.
Can I get my phone back?
No, you cannot.
Anyway, so yeah, Bonnie Riot. I don't know who that is, and you know what? I realized that I told Eb this before, that I do feel like at times we are in a box and we have to kind of look out that box.
You in a box?
The fuck you mean?
I not in no box.
If you feel so. Anyway.
I'm not just eccentric, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also eclectic as well. Continue.
Anyway, I feel like we as black people as a whole, we kind of have this little box that we kind of put ourselves in where we only know the people that we want to know, right? We limit ourselves because we don't look at the outside world. Because at one point, we also feel like we don't need to. We got what we got and it's perfectly fine, which is true. I do feel like. I feel like we have our reggae, we got our soca, we got our dancehall, we got our hip-hop, we got our R&B, we got Afro beats, we got jazz. We have all that. So we don't necessarily need to step out the box if we don't want to. But sometimes it's always fun to do it.
But there are people, but my thing is, I feel like it's unfair to say that though, because you're generalizing all black people.
Okay, right, you're right.
Like, I know for a fact, outside of those
Who the
genres,
fuck is this?
what? What?
So I just looked her up.
Bonnie Riot? How you pronounce your last name?
I don't fucking know. I guess. But there was so much songs on here. Like again, Break My Soul. Like The Heart Part 5.
That was a
Hell,
good song.
even God did was goddamn better than God. Listen, you may not like DJ Khaled, but the song itself was great.
We ain't the best.
I don't like. I will say this. I don't like Lil Wayne's part in fucking God Did because he put on auto tune, which was terrible. But the song itself was great, especially Jay-Z's part. If you have not heard Jay-Z's part, it's fucking wonderful.
I saw the performance.
Yeah,
they had it like the Last Supper, which I thought was a bit much.
I mean, it's Jay-Z's dinner. Whatever. So anyway, moving on. Best new artist is Samara Joy. Now that I am a fan of.
Yeah.
I ain't got no complaints.
Congratulations,
girly. Best music video again. Why? Because you feel bad for fucking Taylor Swift for her fucking for a short ass film. Fuck that film. It was not great. Cause I actually took my time to actually watch it. Compared to The Heart Part 5, The Heart Part 5 was such an emotional ass moment with the many things that Kendrick was able to express in that one fucking video. And you really give it to fucking Taylor Swift? Piss off with that.
They have to give something to her every year. Just like, and no offense, let me not go there because go ahead, continue.
I also do disagree with this one as well. Best pop duo / group performance goes to Unholy by Sam Smith. Now
and Kim
Petras.
Yes.
Yes. Now people love that song. I get it. It's a cool song, but not better than I Like You. By
I Like You. I do. Okay, sorry.
Yes. So
I've heard both songs. I do because although I'm not the biggest fan of Doja Cat or her music anyway. I think she's an amazing person. She has a lot of personality and she's very pretty. I do like Post Malone, and I would have chosen Post Malone for sure over Sam Smith. Not saying he's not talented either. Kim Petras, I've heard her music as well. But then again, I just don't fucking like pop, so it's not that big of a deal for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't stand.
So let's go into something that we do love, and that's best rap performance, which did go to Kendrick Lamar for The Heart Part 5.
Well deserved.
And shout out to Tim's because she got her first Grammy.
She's the first Nigerian. Isn't she the first Nigerian artist or the first Nigerian female artist? To get a Grammy. Congratulations, Tim's. Yes. Very well deserved. Drake and
Future, good for you too.
Good for you too.
Nobody really cares about your main part. Then there is best rap song that also went to Kendrick Lamar for The Heart Part 5.
Well deserved.
Yes, you are. And then best rap album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Well deserved.
Now, if they would have gave the Grammy to Pusha T for It's Almost Dry, I wouldn't be mad.
They're not gonna give it to Push.
They really not.
They should. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they did. But they're not gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
The content, not even the content. I mean, they're just not gonna give it to him, and it's very unfortunate because he is deserving.
Yeah, I liked It's Almost Dry.
I didn't hear It's Almost Dry, but
it was a really, really good album.
The last album I really enjoyed from Push was oh my God, the one where the album cover was Whitney's bathroom.
Oh yes, but here's the thing. Like, I do feel like you're right. I do feel like because the only thing that blocked Pusha T from getting that Grammy was Kendrick Lamar's album.
Kendrick. I mean,
if that didn't happen, he was a sure.
I'm gonna be honest. Once Kendrick steps into the whole thing, it just kind of puts the rest of the rappers at a disadvantage. And y'all just gonna have to live with that because Kendrick is the fucking GOAT, and that's just a fact.
Also, in the sense, let's talk about the comedy album of the year, the
Dave Chappelle?
Grammy, The Closer by Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Listen, people didn't like it. People could bitch and moan about it, but that shit was a great.
I haven't heard
Great.
it, so I can't critique.
You haven't watched The Closer
The Closer?
with Dave Chappelle on Netflix?
Was that, did we watch it?
Yes, of course we did.
Oh, that's an album?
They consider it an album because it can be on.
I don't have a comment.
Yeah, I do. I don't care shit. Best R&B performance. Shout out to Mooney Long.
Mm.
Hours and hours.
Yes, hours and hours. Sis, let me say something about Miss Money Long. I'm very happy for her, particularly because her penmanship is on point. If y'all only know how much songs that woman has written for other artists, your jaws will drop. So I'm very happy.
I'm sorry I said your name wrong. It's Money Love.
Money Long.
Money Long, sorry.
Money Long.
All right. So, best traditional R&B performance, Plastic Off the Sofa by Beyonce.
Yes.
That
is my favorite That is my favorite fucking song off that. Like, I don't even, like, I'm not even a big Beyonce fan. I'm be honest. I'm more of a Solange fan. Beehive, Please Don't Come For Me. But you see Plastic off the sofa, that rhythm is so smooth and buttery. Just, Beyonce, it's orgasm in a song. Continue. Very well deserved.
And then to follow up with best R&B song is Cuff It by Beyonce.
She's just winning. She's a winner. Beyonce was born to be a winner, and that's what she'll continue to be.
Then, of course, we have best progressive album, R&B album.
Why you just can't say alternative? Why y'all so next level with? Anyway, continue.
And what was your favorite? Steve Lacy.
Hello.
With Gemini Rights.
Steve, I am so proud of you to see you come from Sid the Kid and the internet, honey. That album, Gemini, was it Gemini Rising?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, if you haven't heard that album, please do and listen to one of my favorite songs. I'm talking to you personally, Steve. One of my favorite songs is Give You the World. Oh my God. Like, I want to walk down the aisle to that song. I'm just saying, it's very beautiful. I think you did an amazing job, and I'm very proud of you. Sorry, continue.
All right. And now we're going to go to the big problem, which is going to lead us into this next conversation.
Oh, yeah.
The best R&B album that went to Robert Glasper for Black Radio 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have not heard Robert Glasper, but I've heard good things about Robert Glasper.
Yeah.
And I've heard that he very much deserves it. Now, I do have days when I take my time to actually listen to artists. So one day I will. And credit to you. I'm glad that, from what people have told me, you deserve it.
Yeah. I didn't know who Robert Glasper. I'll be the first to tell you. I didn't know who Robert Glasper was when he won. I took the liberty to look him up and look up his stuff and continue.
I'm guessing you thought the album was great.
No, it was good. But I want you to continue with what you got to say.
So, the people that were in this category, I definitely would personally say I hope to listen to it, that Black Radio 3. And for me, I'm always going to say, because it's just me, I like Lucky Day. I think Lucky Day is way overdue. And I love Candy Drip, that album.
Candy Drip was a good album.
It was a great album. Now, I have to listen to it. And maybe I could go, okay, I could see why he won this Grammy. And if it's fair to you, it's fair to you. I'm not going to say nothing about it.
Yeah.
But there's one person that did say something about it. Fucking Chris Brown. Oh, boy. Jesus. Chris. You mad you ain't get a Grammy? don't you got Grammys? What the fuck you so mad about?
He's gotten Grammys before, right? I'm
Yeah,
sure he's
but
won a couple.
now here's the thing. Nobody is taking away from your talent. But maybe you just need to start seeing other people win. And then after you talking about, oh, I was just kidding around. Listen, people don't know who the fuck he is. It's their business to actually do
And
your
this
research.
is his time to shine. Like, you've had your time, bruh. Like, and when he wrote Who is Robert Glasper, by that time I had already looked into Robert's catalog. And to answer your question, Chris, he's a much better fucking artist than you. He's not one fucking dimensional. You know what I mean? So maybe instead of you trying to clown this guy, which he did apologize, he did write back, I am sorry, even though I just feel like everything that comes out of Chris's mouth is so ingenuine. I will say that this could have been a good opportunity for him to, okay, I don't know who this motherfucker is, but let me see what he's about. Let me see what made him win this Grammy. Maybe I can collaborate with this person. Maybe I can make beautiful music with this person. But instead, what you chose to do is clown this man who has done nothing to you and display yourself as a sore loser. And it's really sad. It's really fucking sad, And I'm sorry to go off on a rant, but anyone who knows me personally knows I have never really, like, since high school, I've stopped liking Chris Brown, and Chris Brown has never really given me any kind of reason to say, you know what, he's learned from his mistakes, he's bigger than what his mistakes, he's moved on. He hasn't really done anything to convince me otherwise. And yeah, who's Robert Glasper? He's a better artist than you, and that's why he won. So, ha.
Well, I guess we got to keep on this fucking Chris Brown topic because so Chris Brown and Chloe Bailey is coming out with a new song
Next week, yeah.
next week. And people were like throwing shade at him, talking about, I don't understand why you want to work with Chris Brown after all the shit he's done. And
They were throwing shade at her, at
They
Chloe.
were really throwing shade at her. And he definitely responded. And I'm going to read it because I don't want to get it wrong. If y'all still hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, please kiss my whole entire ass. I'm fucking 33. I'm so tired of y'all running with this narrative. You weird ass niggas are the same that tune in every week to see Blueface and Krishan beat the fuck out of each other in front of the world. But that's okay. It's entertainment. Y'all can suck my dick disrespectfully. He added something else, but I want to hold on to that part first, right? Now, granted, what he said was right. We as a people, we kind of are entertained by this shit. Yes, you could look at me any type of way you want to, but he's right. Because this is the shit that black people are entertained by. Oh my God, this shit, because we keep him relevant. I said this before, and I'll say this again. The minute that we turn off and stop paying attention to them is the minute that shit will turn left for them, and then they don't have a choice.
Okay, let me stop you right there. What the fuck Chris Brown is doing and what you're doing, sir, is gaslighting. And let me explain how. Does Chris Brown make a point about Krishan? What's her name?
Krishan.
I
call her Blue No Tooth.
Blue No Tooth.
Blueface and Blue No Tooth.
And Blueface. Does he make a point? Yes. Do you make a point? Sure. But what he's doing is justifying his behavior and trying to deflect from why people have an issue with him collaborating with artists moving forward. And, Blueface did respond, and, he's a very illiterate bitch. So whatever I was able to grasp from what he was saying is basically, yeah, we do that. The bitch hit me, she hit me, I hit her back, of course, on some gaslighting shit. But what he was saying to Chris in response was like, yo, take accountability for what you got going on. I may hit my bitch and she may hit me back, but nigga, they talking about you, worry about you. And he's right. I mean, all of them are wrong, but fuck.
I don't agree with that.
I agree. Let me tell you something. Chris Brown, people are calling him out for what he did in the past and what he had. It's not just Rihanna, He's been abusive to Karuchi, whatever her name is. He's been abusive. He has a long list of abuse, and we're to blame. I don't give a fuck. Black women are to blame. You could call me a pick me. I don't care. Black women are to blame because we are his biggest fan base, and we keep giving this motherfucker a platform to continue making music, and that's why he's able to make a song with Chloe. Chloe, of course, has a choice to say, "Yo, I'm not gonna take the collab. I'm not gonna work with you, whatever." So, but she did. But still, the reason why he's even able to continue getting the work that he has been getting or even being nominated for a Grammy, we keep pushing his music forward, and we can't we can't
I can't. I
we
can.
cannot
I
we
can.
can't
I also cannot. I unfortunately
what
cannot agree with that.
and that's fine.
And the
That's
only
fine. You can't serve two masters, but let me finish. You can't serve two masters. One minute y'all bigging him up, loving his music, saying all this. Oh, Chris Brown taking $1,000 pictures with him at his concerts, and then when he does a song with Chloe, y'all ready to judge her. Which one is it? Do y'all want him to continue making music and y'all keep supporting him and paying thousands of dollars to take fucking pictures with him when he don't even fucking like y'all? Or are y'all gonna be real about it, come to the realize like, all right, this guy, okay, he has a history of doing this. Are we gonna support him or are we not? Y'all need to come together because the way he reacted, he's gonna always gaslight because we gave him a platform to feel that his actions are okay, and he's gonna gaslight y'all, and y'all gonna keep thinking it's all right. And, like, y'all have to come to a common ground about this. Period.
I won't agree, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Right?
Go ahead and tell it.
The last situation, I would have to look it up. We have to see when was the last situation that happened with Chris Brown.
Well, there's been others, but the last one that I can really report was during, I believe it was during the pandemic. Some white chick came up in his house with some people and was asking him, like, he had a party at his crib, and apparently she ended up being kicked out of the party because she was asking about some jewelry. There was some jeweler at the party, and she was kicked out by Chris Brown, and she filed like some kind of police report saying how Chris Brown held a gun to her head and was just being abusive to her and all this stuff, and it came out to not be true. So yes, he has been falsely accused, but we cannot, like, come on. I don't know about, like, I've heard other things too. I can't confirm or deny. I can only talk of what I know and what I remember.
So I can agree that I guess with him,
Yeah.
I won't agree like like in general like he does still do things because I just looked up his rap sheet. I still looked up the rap sheet.
His rap sheet is
It's long. It's long. Like not even his rap sheet. It's a timeline. Like he has a timeline like of shit that he keeps getting himself into. Now recently a lot of his shit like is not true. Like somebody accused him of rape and it wasn't true.
right.
Like there are certain things that
Yeah, he was. We can admit the man was falsely accused of stuff. I can admit that. Right is right and wrong is wrong. He was falsely accused for sure. Absolutely.
Now I'm not just really talking about Chris Brown because I didn't want to talk about this in general.
Mhm.
Do you feel like, all right, let's say, and I'm saying this by example, right? Let's say Chris Brown really was what he was. He made his mistake years ago, like seriously years ago, and he got better. He did better.
In what ways?
Like he avoided all kind. Let's say like a lot of the situations that happened, the Karuchi situation, the woman in his house, all this stuff. Let's say all this stuff never existed.
Right.
Would you still be able to judge Chris Brown the same?
Based off of that one incident?
Yeah. Would you still be judging him?
If I do believe that people have the ability to change. He was young. It was wrong. It was fucking wrong. I feel like had he took different precautions, because I mean the man done made a song with Rihanna already and all of that, right? So I feel like had he taken a different approach to his past behavior, I think that, I mean, granted, he's still very famous, but I feel like his I feel like he would have gotten way more recognition. I feel like he would have had a better reputation. He'd have more endorsement deals for things. Chris Brown, right before he had that incident with Rihanna, he had like
Had it all.
he had it all. I'll never forget, because at that time I was young. I had a little crush on him. Right? I'll never forget the Double Mint commercial he did when he was dancing. He had endorsement deals up his ass and he lost it all. And since then, I haven't really seen him endorse anything really other than his own shit. So had that only been his only incident, he was able to collaborate with Rihanna, and he took a different approach to how he dealt with the public and his fans, and just his whole outlook on life and stuff like that. I definitely think that he could have regained a lot of stuff, because I mean, fuck. People for
It's
I
not.
mean,
I mean, it's not just about regaining stuff. I'm talking about you. You personally, would you have been able to forgive him?
yeah. If he says sorry, Rihanna forgave him, and there was no other
Incidents.
incident where he may have abused another woman or disrespected another woman,
Or harassed other women.
harass other women, I do believe that he could have definitely made a comeback, and I do believe.
I mean, he made a comeback.
He made a comeback regardless, but that's because we just fucking.
Because we are fickle. That's a common thing. We are fickle.
Well, let's be real. And I'm gonna probably get dragged. I don't give a fuck. I'm ready to be dragged. It's black women's fault. Sorry, we're his biggest fan base. Who's to blame? Them? Black men? No, I'm quick to blame a black man for something. I am, but no, we need to take accountability for this. Sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is. I feel like, at some point in time, like, we really got to look at certain things and look at certain people who are trying to do better. We can't just look at them under one stigma, especially if they're trying to get better.
But he's not trying to get better.
No, he's really not.
He's not. I can't support somebody.
He's not like how Mike Tyson was, right? And the only reason I mention Mike Tyson is because of what Mike Tyson went with
the rape allegation thing.
Yeah. Right. And you've seen it. He changed his life around, and now he's one of the most loved people in the world. I would say Dr. Dre, but Jesus Christ,
now he's another one.
They put him back in the dirt.
Didn't they fucking do a tribute to him at the Grammys?
Yeah. It's
insane.
And then people went on Twitter and just threw dirt on him again.
They're like,
which I'm confused about. Because y'all didn't care then, but now y'all care now.
Well, here's my thing. If you're like me, I didn't know he was abusive in the 90s, or when he was collaborating with Eminem, or even when he collaborated with Kendrick. I didn't know anything about him being abusive.
Yeah.
I did not know. A lot of his fan base did not know this. There's some who did.
No.
But there's some who genuinely didn't.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. There's a lot of people in denial. There were a lot of people in denial because there was cases on him. So it's not like, oh
really?
Yeah, yes. This whole situation that happened with I always forget her name.
Michelet?
I believe so.
Michelet.
Yeah.
Michelet.
But yeah,
I didn't know about that until the Lifetime movie. I'm gonna be honest. She came out with a Lifetime movie, and that's I'm like, yo, he was really this bad? What the hell?
Yeah, like these are situations that was in the news. There wasn't no
that was in the news?
There was a story with him in the news, and he definitely was caught up in something.
With his ex-wife. I think that was his ex-wife. How he was abusive to her or something, and when she divorced him, she was trying to get a certain amount of money. I forgot. I remember that.
Yeah, so like, it is it definitely haunted him. Right after and it haunted him during the Super Bowl performance last year. Nobody cared because everybody ignored it.
He performed last year?
You forgot?
Dr. Dre. Oh my God. Why do I still think we're talking about Chris Brown?
No.
Dr. Dre did perform, yes. With Mary J. Blige, correct?
Yes. Oh, yes. And it actually started not with Michelet, it started with Dee Barnes.
Who that?
So Dee Barnes, she was a media personality, and he beat the shit out of her and kicked her.
Oh my God.
And throwing her off a set. She did a 22 point a $22 million settlement.
And you know what's so fucking crazy? Like, did Kendrick know this? Kendrick, did you know?
Yeah.
I want to know if you knew. Because y'all made fire in that fucking studio, okay?
I'm gonna be honest with
I
you. I'm gonna be
mean,
honest with you.
but then again, we have to, like, my thing is, like, we look at certain people, like, okay, perfect example. Since we're talking about Dr. Dre, look at Eminem. Eminem talked openly about beating up Kim and wanting to kill his mother, and
Oh yeah, there was a whole history of that. There was a whole video
like, we
about that.
still
Trap,
label him
I
the
believe it
GOAT.
was. I believe it was Trap Lord Ross who made that video.
I watched, I didn't finish it. I did not finish it, but it was good.
That shit was.
It was, you finished it?
No, but I almost finished it, but it was fucking crazy.
We can watch it tonight. Let's finish it tonight.
Okay.
Shout out to Trap Lord Ross. That's Tim Westwood's nephew from England.
No, we not worried about Tim Westwood. Trap Lord Ross.
Well,
is
you have
Trap
to big up Tim
Lord-
Westwood.
Yeah, we could do that.
You
too.
have to big up Tim Westwood.
But-
Shout out to the UK.
Yeah, shout out to UK scene.
Yes.
Dope. But all in all, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't want to be the asshole, but our favorite artists be like,
They're not perfect.
they're not perfect, and they be collabing with some people that
None of them are
some
perfect.
shit. And they just, it's like, but then again, we gotta look at it from a certain standpoint in ourselves and look at these people and realize, yo, these are not our peers. These are not, like, these aren't people. People will talk about we look up to them because they're another black man in the community. That's not how it always is.
In
It's just
in the words of Kendrick, they are not your saviors.
Exactly. That's literally it. All right. So with that being said, I'd like to thank my lovely co-host, Ebony. Definitely check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram at @WeAin'tThem_. Check us out on TikTok at @WeAin'tThem_. I have been your host again, the realest of realists, Rasan, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.